another video, this time of my elf. As you can see, she's well over 2 million power, level 318. Well, she shows that if you have a little bit of knowledge on the game mechanics, you can get farther and easier than when you're first learning everything, or rather when you're starting out and you're just rushing everything, because that's what happened with my knight. I mean, he's okay, he's getting there, but well, he's not doing the initial rush, so you know, whatever with that. Thing is, we got this fruit right now. Let me just go ahead and use it. And this thing here, there it is. The fruit gives you decent amount of stuff. So here we go. 21,000. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So at 300 I did another respec as to be able to heal and do the attack buff. I needed 4,636 energy, which is what I have now. The only issue is nobody was selling the skill last night, so let's see if that changed. Oh, there it is. Oh baby. Is it the only one? I think it's the only, yeah. Yeah, well, you know what I say. You can be a buffer elf without the buff. So I think I just, did I just buff myself? Probably. Well, I'm spamming this stuff, and might I tell you, this helps a lot, because I have people that did like 50-60 tries on a boss, and then by doing this they succeeded in killing the boss. The thing is, you don't always do the same amount of damage. That's why I have a min-max damage on you as well. Of course, if I do these here, it would be easier, but as I need to do this for the quiver, that's why I was fighting those guys. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that I'm not killing anything here, because that's my... Is it? No. It's Mr. Cow. Anyway. As you can see, this one is, well, way easier, because it's like 100 levels lower than the one that I just beat. So then we have this one again. So I was yeah, I was sorry, I was talking about the points. Why cannot I add them all at once like that? Okay. 721. Quick maths like an Asian, although I'm not, you know. So being a hybrid, like I mentioned in the previous video, is a good thing, because you get a little bit of both worlds. And just being the one thing, it doesn't scale like the normal Mu game here. So that's why you really suffer when you're just like pure strength or pure agility or pure whatever. I mean, it's okay, like I've said in previous videos as well, to have enough to have your last skill, if you want to use that as a main skill from your main stat, like agility or energy or whatever. But it's definitely a good idea to also have that other skill like tier 3, because let me just show you here real quick. So elf, whatever, muse elf, I get my skills, some of them, not all of them. This one I would probably even buy because I have it, it's a passive one, so it's a good one. Then I have my healing, and I have this now, which gives me, like you see, 8% and 0.05% direct from energy for the buff. And you have the rapid fire. But rapid fire requires 7,420 agility, whereas the last energy skill only requires 4,638, which I have. So right now, I'm able to put everything else into agility. So I have a good damage. I'll have a good damage, and I'll have my buffs. Sure, if I put everything into energy, my buffs will be better, but I won't have the base damage. So, like I mentioned on my Blade Knight video, it's better to have a percent up on a good damage than have a little bit of base damage. Same principle here. I'm getting the buff from the energy, which isn't low at all, and then I'm getting my base damage off of my agility. And another funny thing is, I think, although this is a newer server, and maybe some people from other servers came along to play here because they didn't do so well in their own server. The activity here is higher. Like I'm pretty sure that most people that are outside of the top 50 on S1 stopped playing or barely play, because I see the same faces, like top 50 mostly. And that's what happens with Mu and other games like this that spit out a new server every few days. People try, people learn, and people move to the next server where they can dominate, because on the previous server they got dominated. So everybody wants to be on top. Some people don't care like that. I mean, I usually move to another server just because I want to try another character. I want a fresh start. Like nobody knows me, nobody helps me. Like, you know, the bit of a struggle to like feel the new character per se. So that's why I do that like this, and that's why I occasionally, when I see, okay, I'm not doing that much and I'm still like top 10, top 5, whatever, it gets boring. When there's no competition, it gets boring. When there's too much competition, like you have to permanently be on, like you can't miss 5 seconds of the game because then you fall behind and then that's it. That's not good also. So there has to be a balance, and if there's no balance, then you either get bored of the game, or you get bored of the fact that somebody always tries to kill you and you can't even fight a single boss without having someone on your neck trying to bite it off, which is annoying for most part. Probably I fell out of the rankings, but yeah, I was a bit higher yesterday, so I'm 35th right now. 35th in power ranking general. Level wise, I'm not that high, but who cares? I mean, okay, levels, I want to say that, and I want to stress that. Levels give you access to higher content, which doesn't mean that you are per se more powerful, because I have people that have a lot more levels than I do that are way lower in the power ranking than I am, which means the bosses that I can kill, if they try to kill them, I'll kill them faster. If they try to kill me, I'll kill them, regardless of the level. In most cases, like with the resets, you need the reset and then a bunch of levels over the reset for you to be able to start equipping the normal gear of that tier, and then to be able to at all equip a decent gear and start upgrading it for it to matter that you have it. Because the starting gear of the, like, let's say R1 starting gear, it's crap. It's crap. It doesn't matter. You still buff your own stuff, or like if you have a ton of bless, which you usually have, you just buff it to some point where you don't spend your souls on it, and then as soon as you get like the 3-star thing, then you start actually putting some stones into there. So you know, it's what the hell is going on here? I came to help, but who am I helping? What's going on? I don't want to cast nobody. That's weird. So I guess our guy just gave up at some point. Anywho, now that we have our attack buff as well, probably the guys that are doing damage will notice this more. Let me upgrade my wings some more. Bam. Then it wants me to upgrade this. Where I'm like, I want to go 25 on here, and then of course it goes down to yeah. The thing that I noticed on this elf, she's failing that shit all the time. It's like everything. I mean, I tried so many times and it fails. But what happened yesterday is, because I said when you have the knowledge, things happen easier. So I'm level, like yesterday I was level 300, 304, whatever, and I managed to get my Archangel's Bow. A thing that I was, I don't know what level, rebirth one something on my knight, and then I was able to kill that guy to be able to get the first sword, then to somehow with nails and bite my way through to the second one, and now I even got the armor, but it's feels like it's way harder on him, although I do have the knowledge now. In her, it's easy. I mean, I didn't even feel the time that it took me to get over 2 million, and like 2 million on my knight felt like a crazy thing to achieve. But yeah, that shows you how a little bit of knowledge can get you further way easier. The other thing is, of course, she can buff herself, and well, she's attacking quite quick. And I'm gonna right now check this thing, because I did mention it's a passive. Come on. Sharpshooter stone, there we have 2000, yeah, all of them. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just do it. So it's a passive, it gives me 10,000. And yeah, well, does seem to have mattered, honestly. Let's just check it. Grants 3-second sharpshooter buff, 20 stacks, skill damage plus 1.5, and attack 15% on 20 stacks. I don't see the stack. Okay, alright, I have the buff thing. Yeah. So you see here, something, yeah, well, then you get stuff like this. Yeah, let's go kill another one. But yeah, definitely elf. Like, I like the elves. Even in Origin 1, whatever, my highest character was an elf. I like the idea of the wizard, but honestly, in Mu games, most people play wizards. Wizards seem to be not only the easiest class to play, but they level easier, and their AoE and spot on damage, like with flame, for example. I mean, I've seen people use flame here as well, so it does seem a bit overpowered. It's crazy. It's just crazy. There you have it, increase attack by 15%, power shooting, so 15% isn't that crazy. I mean, then one stack, sharpshooter, not 10 stacks. Yeah, I mean, it does show that it goes crazy like that. I could probably upgrade it more, but right now I don't want to spend jewels on that. So definitely what I'm planning to do is I would like to see to make a spell sword um, in order to see how his hybrid is doing, like um, the damage and energy hybrid, like till tier 3 skills, seems to do more damage from what I've seen in chats and stuff than the agility, the strength and agility hybrid, just for the attack speed. Because attack speed does matter. I mean, it matters generally, but if your gear is up to the max so that you can compensate for the lack of base damage, or you have a buff, like I do. So gotta consider all those things before you make a decision how to do it. The cool thing is, I mean, you can buy the reset potions. I did that on my knight. I had to because I wasn't getting any further. But every time you come to a reset point, like 150, 250, 300, or 220, 300, where you get all those quests, and then rebirth 1, rebirth 2, whatever, you get the free reset basically. Because I'm just gonna try and up my ball because I'm crazy. Come on. Yes, there we have it. Told you. And you get the free reset. You use the points that you need for the gear, and from there on out, you can decide if you wanna respect your character or not. Sometimes it's a good idea, sometimes not so much. But try it. I mean, there are several servers. You can try the server for a few days, see how it goes. If you don't like the character, if you don't like the drops. I mean, on her, I got the chaos from first ancient boss, and I still haven't gotten the chaos from a boss or whatever on the Blade Knight. I got one from a box from an event or something like that, but that's it. And others also complain about the same issue, that they aren't getting any drops even though they are like second in power or whatever. So it really is a crazy thing how this goes. Let's just go kill one of these, not to waste any tries. But yeah, okay. Maybe I think the boss won't have enough HP for me to become first. Maybe it will. Yeah, probably. If I do this a little. Yeah. See? Works every time. Easy as that. You don't kill nobody, but you're still first. So for sure, try it out, play it out, and find a good guild that helps you. You help the guild. Here, everybody's like sticking around, to be honest. And on server one, I mean the ones that are active, we have like at most times 10, 12 people that are like buffing each other and helping each other with stuff. So that's the thing. In the other, on server one, on the Blade Knight, there are like 2, 3 people that are like on a bit more, who help with bosses and whatnot, and the others are chilling. I mean, and that's okay as well. So like I said, that's a way to play the game. So you have to find the guild that suits you, and the character that suits you, and the spec that suits you. So getting a little philosophical here, but you know, sometimes games are like that. So yeah, not to waste any more time with this update and the bit of the infos. Hope you like those. If you have questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time.